What's up guys, Triple C here. Welcome to my next tutorial. This is tutorial number 10, and in this tutorial I'll be teaching you guys how to build wall rides in the GTA 5 content creator. Now there's two methods to it. I'll quickly show you both methods. We're going to be using a lot of basic techniques that I went through in my previous tutorials, so if you haven't checked them out before you check out this, because it could get quite confusing if you don't know the basics. So yeah, let's jump right into it and I'll teach you guys how to make wall rides. Alright. So basically I started up here on Maze Bank. Just made a small run up so we can just build a wall ride at the edge of Maze Bank here. So we'll just go to our props. Go to ramps. Alright. We're going to select the medium ramp. Try to line it up with your run up, that you hit it straight always. So we're going to start out with a medium ramp, place it here. And then we're going to select a small ramp and place it next to it. Alright, so just watch out that they merge into each other, and then we're going to use a normal switch glitch to get the small ramp in here. So I'm just switching the categories and hitting X at the same time. And now, with the medium and the small ramp next to each other, your car is going to flip sideways so you can actually land on the wall ride. Alright, and now the first part of the wall ride is really tricky. Pay a lot of attention to detail when you do this, because you want the cars to hit the wall ride straight and actually really stick to the containers. So once you got your basic setup right, from there on it's going to be much easier. But this is a really tricky part. Like, pay attention to it. If it doesn't work, tear it off, build it again until it works right. So now we got our cars. They're going to be flipping sideways. So you're going to place your first container. And with that one, you're going to want to tilt it a bit, that it's at a slight angle. Yeah, this should work here. And now you just got to try and set it wherever you want to have it. We're also going to just have to try here and see how it works out. So I'll just place this one here. Right, and now we're going to build a second container on top of that. Actually, once you placed it and picked it up again, you're allowed to stack these containers, which is pretty helpful for the first step. So I'm just going to place it up there. And now what is really important, guys, that the containers line up perfectly. If you look at it here from the side, yeah, they're not lining up all the way perfect here, but I'm just going to rush it to show you guys. When you build these, make sure that they're absolutely straight, because that's how you get a smooth wall ride. Okay, place the third one. If it doesn't let you, just stack it like this. Just use a normal switch glitch to get it in there. Look, now if I were to go a bit back and it's not allowing me to place it, go to cement bags and just switch glitch it in. Yeah, but now I don't have the distance right, so yeah, this should work here. Alright, so let's quickly test it, if it's going to work. Yeah, it's going to hit the containers. Alright, exit test. Alright, and the first technique I'm going to show you is the old technique. That's how we used to do it. There's a much better technique now. I'll go through it later on in the tutorial. Yeah, so let's just continue. Props, containers, cement bags, place, pick it up again. Now what you do, you go inside the bottom container, switch over to containers again, and now you're going to tilt this one at a slight angle. So I just hit R1 now, I turned it a bit. Now get inside here again, switch glitch it in. Alright, so now you see that they're actually turning a bit. Okay, now this is tricky. You gotta make them line up perfectly. So it's a lot of rinse and repeat here. If it doesn't line up perfectly, yeah, this is not perfect, but I'll just quickly show you guys. Like if you're building these, make sure that it's absolutely straight and they all match up perfectly. Yeah, I think we'll be too far off here. Yeah, like this one, it's too far off. You can't use it like that. So just take it out again and repeat. It's always tricky because with the creator, with the view, with the angles, you can't really see where you are. So it's always a lot of experience in guessing. So, come on. Yeah, I think we'll be off again. Or let's see. Yeah, this works out. Okay, so for the next one, same process. Start from the bottom one. Place it in there. Switch over to container. Tilt it a bit. Turn it with R1. And go from there. Alright, so now we got that one. Cement bags again. So yeah, it's actually pretty easy. The technique, the hard part is getting them to line up perfectly. That's what you want to do to get a smooth wall ride. Otherwise people will just get frustrated and they won't play a race. Yeah, it's not perfect, but what the hell. So yeah, I'll just continue building like this, guys. I'll speed up this next part, and then I'll jump right into the new technique, how to build them. So I'll just speed this up here. Okay guys, so I think this is as far as I go with this technique, but you get the idea. Just, I was really rushing it. I got some small dents in here everywhere. Like these, they're not lining up perfectly. This is an absolute no-go, so if you're going to build a wall ride, take your time. Be patient with it, you know, until it all lines up perfectly. So let's just quickly go and test it, see how it works. Alright. Look at that. Didn't even plan on doing that. But yeah, nice. It worked perfectly. So let's exit the test. Another tip, just generally for riding on containers or wall riding in general, you don't want to steer a lot when you're driving on a wall ride, because that'll make your car spin out like it's driving on ice. Like the main thing you want to do, if you want to get your car further up on the wall ride, you're going to accelerate, and if you want to get it further down, you're just going to let go of the gas. And just use your steering just a little bit, just steer a bit to the left from time to time. But like adjust your car mainly with the throttle, so with the gas. So if you want to go higher up, you give a bit more gas. If you want to go further down, you let go of the gas. So yeah, this is basically the old technique we used to use for building wall rides. So let's jump right into the next part where I'll show you how to build the new types of wall rides. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you the new technique. This basically popped up when we were allowed to elevate props with L3 and R3. And it's you can get much more out of your wall ride with this technique, because basically what we're going to be doing with this technique, we're going to use the full length of the container. In the previous technique we were only using half the length because we were placing it inside. So imagine if you did a wall ride with 100 containers. With this technique it's going to be double as long. You're going to have double the length. It's also a bit more tricky to do, but I'll show you guys how to do it. One more thing, this can be quite tricky always depending on where you're building, because the creator has this weird thing that, for example, if I place a prop down here and now I come at it from the right, you can see that I can just merge them into each other. It's no problem at all. You know, I can go in until here. Like, it's really weird. So I can place this one down, but if I come from the other side, I'm gonna have difficulties. You know, it's not even letting me place it here. See, look, here I'm allowed to place it again. So this is really weird, depending on where you're starting, and the angle is always different. So it can be really easy to build these types of wall rides, and can also be really tricky if you get a stupid angle, because the angle will always change. I think we're now at a pretty bad angle, which is actually a good thing for the tutorial, because I'll show you how to get it in there anyways, even if your angle is bad. So let's just go ahead and do this. Oh yeah, what I did here, I placed down a few benchmark containers. This is a technique I showed you guys in one of my first tutorials. I think it was number 2 with the floating platforms. It's how you get props exactly at the same height. Yeah. So let's start off our wall ride like this container here, and this container, and these two, you see, they're all exactly at the same height as this one, and we're going to use those as benchmark props to pull our other containers over it to get them all exactly at the same height. So let's quickly begin here. Wait. Get same angle in here again. Okay. So I'll delete these two out. Alright, so we're going to start off the wall ride. Descend it with R3, pull it over there so it's at your benchmark height basically. And now, yeah, like I said, it's always kind of tricky to figure out how you enter the wall ride, so just work around with it a bit and try out different things. So your car will get on the wall ride smooth. Okay. So now we're going to place a second container on top of here. You see, it's not letting us place it. Even if I pull it up. Now here it's letting me place it, but actually where I want to have it, I can't place it. So first, figuring out the angles of the containers, that they're exactly straight. Use this view, because there you can actually get them exactly at the same that you have a smooth wall here on the left. If you work from the side, you don't know exactly where you're placing it. So work with this view here. And now we're just going to see if there's a prop. Yeah, if I go one to the right, you see the closed yellow carriage. If I go to the left, I got my red container again. So we'll just switch glitch it in here. Alright, so now we got our first ones. Now we use our benchmark container again, pull it over here to get it exactly at the same height. Same principle as with the other wall rides I just showed you guys. Tilt it a bit with R1 or L1 depending on which direction you're coming from. Okay, let's have a look at it. No, the view was kind of bad. I thought I was inside the container, but I wasn't. Okay, let's do it again. Yeah, first one you can place from the side, so you see where you're lining up with the other container. Okay, so now we got that one in. Same technique with this one again. Get it up there. Line it up so you have a smooth wall. Switch glitch it in. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, this will work out. Right, now you just repeat the process. Oh wait, before I speed it up, let me show you can get different types of containers in here. So now we can also use a green one, for example. So let's quickly do it with a green one. Okay, now I tilted it a bit with R1. Let's see. Just always find a prop that fits, that's in a different direction or that's smaller, and just switch glitch them in there. Okay, now get this view so you get them exactly straight. Yeah, it's not perfect, but you get the idea. Like if you, like I said, if you're building one of these, really pay attention to detail. If you're having trouble getting them inside, you can also do it with the containers that we used in the other wall ride. These are always much easier to get in. Okay, now I got it. Yeah, I got the doors open, so I'll just turn it like this. Because here you always have the cement bags to glitch them in, so you can get anything at any angle basically. It's so easy with the cement bags. Alright, so that's that, and with the cement bags, don't elevate them, just keep them on the ground, place, pick up again, and do a normal switch glitch. Place it on top here, try to line them up perfectly. This is always tricky to see, like the view is really unforgiving. It's very hard to work precise. But yeah, there you go. So if you want to continue this with these containers, it's definitely the easiest method, but also the most wall rides in game are with these containers. So yeah, it'll be fun to make some with these containers also, do something different. Okay, containers. Yeah, another thing, if you start a wall ride, try to not make it curved so much in the beginning, because your car will have a much smoother run up if you have it a bit more straight in the beginning and then take the angle of the curve later. Oops, wait. Gotta pull it over our benchmark prop here. Forgot that. So yeah, basically I'll just continue. I'll speed this next part up and be right back, guys. Yeah, actually, I'm not going to speed it up. I'll just continue building and edit this, because it's just going to take too long, the video in total. But we can do a quick test, see how the car gets up on the wall ride. Always test it before you start building everything, because then you might figure out that it's not really working. You got to tear everything down again. So let's see. Yeah, works out. Alright guys, so I'll just continue building for a bit and just edit this part out because it'll take too long, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so this is how far I built up to now. You could of course go on, do a full circle, whatever. But this is basically the best technique to get the most out of your wall rides, because you're always using the full length of the container. Also in this build, I really rushed it, and like I said before, guys, I can't stress it enough. Pay a lot of attention to detail. Make sure that it lines up perfectly, you know, stuff like this. Don't publish your race if there's a dent in it like that, you know. This is just quickly for demonstration purposes. So let's quickly go and test the wall ride, and then yeah, before we test it, next tutorial I'll probably do half loops to wall rides. So I'll show you guys how to combine different stunts into one big stunt combo. So we'll quickly go and test it, and then I'm out, guys. So leave a like, subscribe, see you in the next tutorial. Take care. Alright guys, take care. And maybe you heard it on my controller that I feather the gas when I hit these wall rides. So don't go full throttle all the time, but try to, Rick, I'll put it onto the mic. That's how you drive a wall ride. That's much easier than just holding down the gas all the time. So let's do it one more time. Alright. And down we go. Alright guys, take care. See y'all in the next tutorial. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'm out.